This album reached number 7 in the US during a chart stay of 31 weeks. And later in
Really?
1974, and later in 74, it went gold. Yeah, it was crazy.
I
Yeah.
hadn't. I had no.
Your
I
brother
didn't
got
know
it.
it.
You said your brother brought it. So there you
I
go.
know,
He's
but
one of, yeah.
yeah, he's the one who brought it over 1 million. He was the millionth person.
Yeah. The golden ticket. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, welcome back to Into the Music. I'm Chris. I'm here with Greg, and Greg's got something for me to react to, and I'm really hoping it's good. So do not disappoint me, my friend.
Yeah, I'm really hoping you're gonna like this. I'm gonna be shocked actually if you don't. This is Robin Trower. This is for my own list. Robin Trower, you probably know that guitarist name, right? English rock guitarist from still
Procol
around,
Harum.
76 years old, and I don't know how much she's playing now or before COVID, but wow, what a history. Anyway, so I'm giving you something from like in the 70s, in the old days. It's called Two Rolling Stoned. Two Rolling Stone. TOO. Rolling Stoned.
I think I've heard it before,
Oh, really?
but it's been a really, really long, well, probably since the 70s.
Okay.
It's a long time ago. So let's see.
Okay.
All right.
So, makes me wonder why you didn't listen to it again. Like, never again. When you were like 13 years old. Never again. Whatever your voice sounded like. But
It's
back
cracking.
then. Yeah, so go check it out, revisit it, and come on back and let's talk about it.
I shall do that.
I was stitching time, just about sent me from going through the same old moves. And this cat is mine, he still suffers. He's going through the same old blues. But that storm just keeps on rolling, bringing me some real bad news. Take us, get the honey, give us sing the blues. Too many crooks, yeah, spoil such a good thing. I know I laughed out loud, but that was then. Ain't it funny? A fool and his money always seem to find those real good friends. That storm just keeps on rolling, bringing me some real bad news. The takers get the honey, give us sing the blues. But that storm keeps on rolling, bringing me some real bad news. The takers get the honey, give us sing the blues. A stitch of time helps to unfold me. Circus starts and it's so don't be late. Please be so kind, not to wake me. I think I'll just sit this one out. But I'm two rolling stones. Two rolling stones. Yeah.
Hey man. So two Rolling Stoned was
I
it?
am glad I haven't heard this since then, because it's really good, man. This is
Yeah,
like the
isn't it?
first time hearing. I had heard it before. I don't think I've ever heard it in its entirety. My brother had the album. Uh, I think it was on. I think he had it on an 8 track. Remember those?
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Um, so I know this was his big song off that album, along with the title track. It was "Bridge of Sighs,"
Yes,
right?
that was a
I remember that. I
that's
remember
huge.
that, but I
Yeah.
remember not really getting too into that when my brother had it, because probably because my age, I wasn't into like real heavy stuff at the time,
Yeah.
and but like I said, I'm glad I hadn't heard it, because it was real fresh to me, and the guitar playing is just outstanding. It just crazy. And we always love to talk about hearing the wah wah sound with the guitar, and of course
Yeah.
it starts off with that funky thing going on, and then the wah wah. I think the wah wah came in after that, and then lots of different guitar sounds and styles within in a bit within a rock framework, but
Yeah.
uh, just great guitar playing. I always liked his guitar playing. I mostly know him through Procol Harum,
Yep.
because he was with Procol Harum
Yeah.
before the solo stuff,
Yeah.
and so that's the stuff I know more of. Um, so this was like when he did a solo thing, it's probably like, great, it's now wide open for me to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
not a short song, but I'll tell you, man, when it ended, I was like, come on, give me some more, man.
Yeah, that's a
Because it was
great.
if it was a fade out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was like, come on, let me hear. I wonder, I always wonder on these songs, because you're hearing it fading out, and you hear them go into something, change things up a little bit,
Right.
faintly hearing it, because it's,
Yep. Yep.
it's almost
Yes.
over, and you're trying to extrapolate on that and think, where did they go after that, after the fade out?
Right. Right.
What did chances are they went off, it could have been they went off somewhere and kind of just went off the grid completely, and it didn't work, but you're still always curious.
The
I do
studio
that with a
time.
lot of the end of Led Zeppelin songs, both
Yeah.
with the guitar work and the singing, where they're still going at it, even though they do the fade out,
I mean,
Of course, that's a
back.
decision afterwards. When they're doing it, they don't know that they're going to be faded out at the time.
Well,
But just the fact that they're putting that much energy in still,
yeah.
and someone decided to do the fade out at that time.
No, I mean, I felt like that with a lot of songs. There's a Pearl Jam song with the Rats song. And they go into
Rats,
this
yeah.
crazy jam at the end, and like after like a minute, it's like, and you hear as it fading out, it sounds great. I'm like, no,
Oh,
what
that's
are
when
you?
they went into the Ben part. Remember the
Yeah,
song Ben?
Ben.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the
That
two
was
of
a good
us.
ending for that
Oh
song.
yeah, and it's like, no, don't stop that. So I totally know what you mean. I wonder if like studio time or album, like
Or album,
everything was money.
you can.
They're like, well, we can't really go past 10 minutes. I don't really know.
Well, yeah, that's. I was reading something about that, about Beatles songs the other day, and just how they had to do such short songs because of how
Yeah,
to
production
fit on a
costs.
45,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that some people like James Brown, or uh, what's his name? Who's the blind keyboard player?
Oh, uh, he's got a brother, Edgar Winter. Oh no, Stevie
No,
Wonder. Stevie Wonder.
he's one of them. Ray Charles.
Ray
Ray
Charles.
Charles did. I forgot the name of the song, but he to put out the single, he did part one and part two, and just had the second part of the song
Yeah.
on the B side. So they're always limited by the space, right?
Right.
Even when CDs came out, I remember there were some albums that they shortened some of the songs. Because it can fit it all on the
Crazy.
CD. Now it's almost limitless because it's MP3s and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But anyway, so that could have been the reason for these fade outs, early on. But anyway, I kind of went off on a tangent.
No. Yeah.
So tell me about this song. When did it when exactly did it come out? And tell me
Right.
more
Before
about
I
it.
get into that, just what you were touching on the music a little bit, because you were talking about Procol Harum, because I remember him from that band too.
Yeah.
And then you said like it's open season. Now he's like he's got his solo career. He could do whatever. Because I don't remember him really having like that Hendrix sound so much. He did when he was playing with that band. Because
I remember a song they
because this
did.
this is like Hendrix playing that
Well,
guitar in the song. It's crazy.
I remember, yeah, and this song wasn't really necessarily like that, but it was very raw sounding. It was a song called a Procol Harum song called "Juicy John Pink," and it's just some like heavy, straightforward blues. But the guitar
Okay.
was so, you know that song?
No, no,
The
no. I'm
guitar
saying
was
okay. Like
so distorted and raw. It was like, okay, okay,
no,
now,
I can
now I get
imagine
it.
him going. Yeah,
So when I
that's
heard that, I thought if this guy is able to cut loose,
yeah.
just based on the tone of his guitar, it would be cool.
He just had the spirit of Hendrix in those fingers, man, and that sound. It was just real. There were moments, a lot of moments. Overall, it was a Hendrix. It was. I guess a Stratocaster he's playing. It's the wah wah.
Is it a Strat that he
I don't
plays?
know. I mean, you would think that he's getting the sound out of that out of Strat,
Mhm.
but I could be wrong on that.
I gotta say though, the Stratocaster is probably the most versatile electric guitar there is. You know, even more so than Les Paul is kind of not as versatile. I don't think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's why it's such a great guitar.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, as far as traditional guitars go, you
okay,
still have others that can do all kinds of things. So
but
that came later.
that's what I just found amazing too. That he and the song itself. Hendrix wrote some great songs. I think that if you just took the song, the first two parts. Oh, and I was thinking about too, like when you were saying about, you know, that you had heard it once and it's been such a long time since. Um,
I
you
never
know,
heard it all the way through though.
see, like the song itself, like the first 3.5 minutes, that could have just been a song itself, just that to the end
Yeah, and then he
before
kind of
that.
went off and did
Yeah,
his thing. Yeah,
and that song is okay. Like that would have been a really good rock song and like that. Um, whereas then and he had a bitchin' solo, um, in during that much faster paced sort of first part,
right.
and then like just like you said, man, they just kicked back and they just was it was like this is your show, man, just go.
Yeah,
And what I love with that too is that as he's playing, he's going crazy, and this was genius on the part of someone who made a decision. It might have been that they either intentionally did this or because they were so like having a good time, the band, as they're listening to him just go, well, they're playing, but they're really, he's going crazy. He's the guy, right? You hear the lead singer whipping it up. It's like, woo.
oh yeah,
And you
yeah,
hear
yeah.
that, and it's almost like a celebration, and then the
Yeah, I
hand
heard that, and
clapping.
I'm thinking of the people hanging out in the studio or something.
But now, if you're thinking that maybe it was unintentional to have that sort of noise come in, I don't know. It might have been happening
I,
during the recording,
I
but someone
seriously
made
think
that. Yeah.
I seriously think though that sometimes they just add that stuff in.
Well,
Johnny Rivers, that's what I was thinking. Johnny Rivers,
yes.
they
Okay.
have that thing where it sounds like he's live, and I don't think he's doing that live.
Again, to me, it's a genius stroke no matter what. If they purposely put it in and it was part of the song concept, and they said, hey man, we want to put some like whooping noise and partying noise in the back. I think it's gonna be cool. Or if it just kind of happened, but someone made a decision to do that. I just thought it was brilliant. It really added,
Yeah,
it
it
really
adds to
added
it
to it.
because even if they threw it in artificially, it's kind of like you're feeling that at the time.
You're feeling it.
You feel like going rah rah at the same time.
And I think why it works too is that the guy who I hear constantly in that background is the lead singer. That's him. Not everyone can go woo
That's
like
him
him.
singing, right?
Well, that's him. Well, in that second part, that's just Trower just going crazy. But the guy's
Right,
going
but
who in the background. I think
okay.
that's the singer. His name is James Dewar. And
So Robin Trower wasn't the singer on this?
no, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna get into this. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
okay.
So this is off the 1974 album Bridge of Sighs. This is Trower's second solo album after leaving the band Procol Harum. And this second one was the breakthrough, the commercial breakthrough for him. Like you said, you kind of said it, this song and Bridge of Sighs, and there were a few others too. This album reached number 7 in the US during a chart stay of 31 weeks. And later in
Really?
1974, and later in 74, it went gold. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah.
I had no,
Your
I
brother
didn't
got
know
it. You said your brother brought it, so there you
I
go.
know,
He's
but
one of yeah.
yeah, he's the one who brought it over 1 million. He was the millionth person.
Yeah. The golden
Uh,
ticket. Yeah.
yeah. No, I am surprised. I mean, I knew it was a big in its time, but I didn't know it was that big. I mean, you
And
think about it, 1974, how
yeah,
much great stuff was out there in 74? So that's
yeah,
a lot of competition.
it was right. Yes was going crazy. Jethro Tull
All
was
bands
making their
were,
switch over to progressive. Led Zeppelin was still rocking and rolling, man. They were going.
even like the
Um,
Eagles, right? I mean,
yeah,
all across the whole spectrum.
Rolling Stones was still going. You had
Yeah,
all the Beatles who were in the
yeah.
solo careers and stuff. Even Ringo was
Happening
even
to
bringing
know,
it in
probably
'74.
starting out.
Yeah, he was singing the No No song, in '74.
It
I mean,
was,
everybody. Ringo Starr.
that's a good song.
um,
The No No song.
and James Dewar, I mentioned his name before, but his singing is fantastic. He's got. I thought
It really matches the music
who
on this
just
one.
he reminds you of someone, right?
He does, I guess, but I don't know who.
Paul Rogers. And when I
Yeah,
actually typed
yeah.
around to, and
Yes, yes.
it's absolutely there's other like
Yeah,
sites out
yeah,
there like absolutely he sounds just like him. They just sort of have that sort of bluesy soul inspired
yeah.
sound to their voices. I love Paul Rogers, right? Paul Rogers, for people who are like Free, uh Bad Company,
Bad Company.
The Firm. The fact that he's so good to me, I'm like, how come I really never heard of this guy? um and he was with the Robin Trower band from 73 through 83. Yeah, he's passed on though in 2002.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I have. Great song, some good information, and what else
Yeah,
could you
this
ask
is
for?
good, man. This is good because this one slipped by me
Yeah.
all these years, and I will definitely be listening to this again. I'll probably put this on a playlist. And in fact, I definitely will.
Oh yeah, I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked if I'd be appalled
Well,
if
I
you
don't know.
actually
You
didn't
say I'm
have it.
so unpredictable, supposedly.
So take us out.
All right, man. So thanks for watching, and thank you, Greg, for this for reintroducing me to this song. And we will catch everybody next time on Into the Music.
See ya.